done. So we all work for the wrong people to be ahead of us. So when the wrong people are ahead of us and they make a wrong decision that are affecting us, we sit down, we complain. But we are also known as a punishment ground. There's no government account to power that we are not being punished.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So let's think about that.
Thank you, my dear brother, for being part of it. Post keep your calls coming in. Continue to drop your comments, like and share our podcast here this evening. 0776 105 105 881 14 3504 are the numbers to pull you through. The orange number is also our WhatsApp line. You can call out here on the show 776 105 105 881 14 3504, and you will be part of the show here this evening. Let's go to the comment section and see who is this person. Hey, Berekatu Becky, don't put me in trouble. I'm not running. Yeah, we'll say, as soon as I say 100 men, you must know that you're not coming contesting the people. I want for people to say, Eddie Kaminere. Good evening, sir. I'm watching you live from my Todayville community resident here in the UK. The retired captain Emmanuel S. Do Berekatu. You're not forced, but you are you're not forced, but you are not to do. But you have to go back there. Let me see. You are not forced, but you compare to do the right thing. Yeah. They're not forcing you, but then just forced to go by the right thing to do it. That's it. This evening, let's keep having a wonderful conversation here as we await our panelists to join us on the show. Pretty soon they're going to be here with us. We have Mr. Numbo already in studio. The co-host, the host, Mr. Rice, is here. We are waiting for the rest of the panelists to set up the whole table here. This is going to be part of it. Thank you for the correction, Honorable. Okay, well, thank you so much. So folks, yeah, keep your calls coming in this evening. Continue to share the live, share to other group pages you're following, so that people can be able to join us here too on the show as well. 776 105 105 881 14 3504, and you will be part of the platform here this evening. So if you are also watching us on Liberia Daily News, you can put in your comments, and trust me, I'm going to read out the show you live on both platforms. On Top TV, Liberia Daily News, we are there. So if you find yourself maybe watching us from the Liberia Daily News, just drop your comments and tell us where you're watching us from. For those of you also watching us on YouTube and Facebook, on Top TV, drop a comments and tell us where you're joining us from. Don't forget to also like, comment, and share. 0776 105 105 881 14 3504. 776 105 105 881 14 3504 are the numbers to pull you through and going to be part of the platform here this evening. Let's hear from you. Issues of concern, issues affecting you in various towns and villages when it comes to the education system in the area, when it comes to the issues of water, I mean safe drinking water now. But let's go there and see who is this person coming in with their comments here. This person say, I'm watching you live from Zreju City, Grangila County, that's Tumete Pala. Okay, thank you so much, my dear brother, for joining the show. So you can do the same too as well. Just drop a comment and tell us where you're joining us from. Yeah, put in your comments, tell us where you join us from. 0776 105 105 881 14 3504. 776 105 105 881 14 3504, and you will be live here on the platform. We go there then pick up, sorry, let's see. Yeah, Oh yes, I beg to differ here this evening on top 105.3. If you're just joining us, let us say welcome to the radio service of Teach Our People Communications Incorporated, top 105.3, coming to you live and direct from Zweju City, Grand Gila County, Republic of Liberia. My name is Elizan Duewlo, and I'm here this evening with you up to later. So let's keep doing this together, folks, and don't you go away. For those of you just joining us, welcome here to our podcast on top 105.3 on the Back to Differ. For those of you watching us on YouTube and Facebook, continue to drop your comments. Tell the way you're joining us from this evening. Don't forget to like and share this podcast or other group pages that you are also following online. Yeah, so we are live on the Top TV Liberia, Top FM Zweju, the Liberian Daily News. Yes, you can follow us on those pages and you're going to be part of the show. But please don't forget to share and like.
My people, time Top FM 105.
All right, Alex.
Before we come back to Mr. Rai, let's screen in this person quickly. Let's take this. Okay, we lost our caller. So go ahead, Mr. Rai.
Thank you so much. Callers are going to come back to you later in the show. But for now, we're going to keep the show going. We're going to officially stop the show and start our analysis. There's so many topics going on today, so many hot topics. But you know, there's one out there that is beating the airwave and
Please mute yourself,
social
Alex.
media. What was that?
Alex needed to mute himself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of used to the echo, so when it on, so I don't even, I don't know what. Yeah. But today is the 20th of July, Tuesday, beautiful day out here. Well, not too beautiful. It's cloudy. We've been told there's going to be thunderstorm coming through tonight. So we're watchful about that. We're going to hunker down. Hopefully they come to pass with no major incidents. Everybody will remain the same and safe. And we'll start tomorrow again and move on. But that is what is going on my end here. Let's go to you, Mr. Nubo. What is happening today in the city of Better Love?
Well, we are here watching all the
Is LeBron James news screen there?
all the celebrations and listening to the LeBron James stations in LeBron James City, and everything is cool. I didn't listen to the forecast, so I don't know if it is going to rain tonight or not, but it is cloudy, and I believe it's going to rain. So that is about Philadelphia. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. George H. Nubo. Let's come to you, Mr. Wulu. What is happening there in the city of Brother? Sorry, not Brother Love. Of Zulu Whiskey. No, we can't transport the man like that.
Yeah, so thank you. The city of Zulu Whiskey is okay. We are doing pretty good here. We just experiencing a little rainfall here this evening. It happened yesterday evening and today. It's just a cool weather, so it's everything is on course here in Grangeda County. Has the issues of the two missing men still on the agenda. Citizens continues to raise their alarm and other issues happening in Grangeda County pertaining to electricity. Those are also waiting to want to get quarrying. They continue to raise the concern that little level are still low on the ground and they are asking the other big energies to be able to reach those areas that don't have current. So over the weekend on Saturday, we received our ownership of the yellow machine that the government brought in country. We thought was 16 pieces, but we have received 14 because I listened to an interview from other TV journalists who also came along on this trip. In his interview with the superintendent, he said 14 pieces of yellow machines. So it's not 16, but we don't understand it says 16 at voice. So it's 14 pieces of yellow machines that have been encountered here with us. So it arrived on Saturday and they took it at its head there where the yellow machine has been parking. As citizens are asking that this come around, those machines to be taken care of and also be used for the right purpose instead of going to gold cans and other places, but to rather use them to pave their farm to market road. So radio is okay, we are doing well and everything is on course. Independent Day was well celebrated yesterday. As we know, on Sunday we can celebrate. So Monday it was not easy. So we celebrated Independent Day well.
Alrighty, that's good. How's the weather? Is it raining there or what? The man got a connection problem. He's stuck. He can't move.
uh,
All right, now you're okay. All right. Um. Yeah, gentlemen, a couple hot topics out of today. Couple of hot topics. Alice, could you please mute?
The
Couple of hot
network,
topics
I
out of
don't
today.
get you clear.
Could you please?
Okay, let me
But,
mute my.
okay, but one that is stopped. First of all, I'm seeing somebody in the comment section here. Madam Orito Togba, been a long time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you in the comment section and probably watching the show as well. Good, long time. Hope you make time to join the platform one of these days. You got Miata family. Oh, you're not. The time sort of show up and defend your party. You're still playing young. But anyway, that's the topic we're going to start with today, Mr. Nubo and Mr. Alex. It is the domineering topics in on social media and everywhere in Liberia. And it is only fair that we talk about it. So that is going to be our first topic of the night. And then we are going to, as usual, pick up one or two topics in the middle, but we're going to end up with the missing two gentlemen in Grangeda County. We're going to talk about it. Hopefully, I heard Katu talking to you, Alex. He says something about tomorrow. That's when I was supposed to go somewhere. I don't know. But then that's when they're going to come back and give us an update. But we'll still talk about the issue. Okay? It's important. We got to keep it going. We'll still talk about the issue.
Mr. Right, can you just do
important.
Mr. Right?
Uh,
If you get them again, just do a little adjustment again. Come back in studio. You breaking in. We are not getting you clear.
I am? Okay. Let me do that real quick. You guys can continue when I'm back. When I come back. Alex, okay now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
All right. If Eddie can hear me, then it got to be from his end.
Yeah.
And I don't think he hear me because his head is still down.
Oh, but yeah, because it's still there. I mean,
Okay. Mr. Wulu, I'm heard loudly by Mr. Nubo. So the connection got to be from your end. Hopefully the weather there is good. It's not raining like it did last night. Um, but yes, we want to start on that topic, and we do have couple statement here to read. I wanted to play the Miata for everybody has listened to it, Mr. Nubo. Right? But there's one part of that interview that I really want to roll out. I have a problem with that part of the interview, and rightfully so. Um, I think Madame Famila could have chosen her word differently. Yes, I really do. I think she could have done that, but she didn't.
want to take out a language arts class?
No, 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 no. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I think she's well experienced, and she's know what she's talking about. I'm not going to
Okay.
get into the white man's language with anybody. No,
All right.
I think I heard what I heard, and I'm going to pick it up from there. um, okay, let me share it.
Okay.
I hope I got. Okay, I got it. It was don't be rolling, guys. 1 second here. And then Mr. George will know what I'm here to challenge Madam Famula in a young lady or in crime.
Will be that she unleashed George Weah on us.
You can even do a
Still,
bubble too.
Celine.
Ha!
Sorry.
You don't think very much of George Weah, President George Weah.
Have you met George Weah?
Yet to. I'd love to interview him.
Oh, he can't talk much. You won't get much out of him. Huh? He's not very articulate either. No,
Yes,
but no,
yes, sorry about
I'm
this.
sorry. He's a fantastic football player.
Yes.
Okay, he's a fantastic player. At least that's what they say. Because even when I was in England, I wasn't that much into football, and I understand he played at one time for Liverpool or something. Yeah, I didn't follow his football history, but the background that I come from, we didn't see football players as national political leaders, and I'm sure that's everywhere in Africa. I mean, I never heard Ghanaians saying Abedi Pele can be president.
Abedi for president.
Can you imagine? Could you have Abedi for president?
Well, he's not a politician.
Well, this is our own case too. George Weah is an Abedi Pele. They should stick to their profession and everything. But Madame Salih thought it would be interesting. Under the guise of generational. Yeah. So she unleashed George Weah.
Because he was VP before he became president, right? Was he vice president before?
No, he was a senator.
Senator.
Yeah, he was a senator.
But the Liberians chose him. She didn't force them to vote for him. So the unleashing.
Yeah, she did it because I'm saying at the end of the day, how did he get into the political class? How did I mean he could have stayed there forever. We would not have voted for him. the majority of sound thinking Liberians.
See all the documents of Fubi.
They won't have voted. But Madam Salif, like I said,
All right, let's hold it right there. Let's hold it right there. Let me put this down because that's what I wanted to play. I mean, the video's been circulating all on the internet, so everyone has heard it. I just wanted to get my own a little objection into it, the one that I don't agree with. But I mean, everybody got a, they got what they agree with and what they don't agree with there. But before we roll any further, let's welcome Mr. Christopher J. Nippet, Mr. J. Christopher Nippet to the platform.
Yes.
Mr. Nippet, greet to people, sir.
After you welcome Mr. Nippet, Mr. Rake.
Greet to people, sir.
What a pleasure. What a pleasure. Thank God it's Tuesday. And we are here to do the business of the people, speak in their interest, see how the story tied in, diagram the various statements, and come with analysis that the people can understand. It's my pleasure this evening to be on set, and I want to welcome everyone in the radio and television landscape. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nippet. Alex, were you trying to say something?
Yes, the video are like breaking, so I wanted for you to read for the second time before you just come up.
I mean, everybody have played the thing.
Everybody is
play the thing. Everybody have played the thing. The video not what I believe.
So you go out and come in, Alex.
The video is a Watapoli video. A band play I know 1 million times now on the internet.
So Alex, you go out and come in. Thank you.
But let me say this. On the internet.
So Alex, you go out.
Man, that's a delay.
Let me do so because.
Yes, please do so.
That's a very bad delay. That's a delay.
Yeah, let me go and come because some people too far listening on the video can also hear all of these things happening. But let me go out and come back quick.
Thank you.
Yeah, because even with the cartoon telling me they hear me clearly, so I don't know what Alex is. Yeah. Well, anyways, while we wait for us to get reconnected with the radio, I wanted to say this. I know people have the objection, so many objections, and people, agree with Madam Family. There are packs out there that agree with what she's saying. Ellis, can you hear on that? I was maybe hear the man drop the camera. He dropped himself. Okay. But yes. So what I was saying is that you cannot say. First of all, I do not agree with the people who said she can't be saying what she's saying. She's wrong about what she's saying. Well, you got to be careful. This is the same thing we were saying about Prophet Key. How do you control free speech? Madam Mirta Famule is a bona fide Liberian. She is a household name. If you call the name Mirta Famule anywhere in Liberia, a couple of people that are at least 2 out of 5 or 1 out of 5 would know her. That's just a given. Okay. Now, so we got to be careful. She can't say what she says. She's wrong what she's saying. Well, she's a Liberian and she's entitled to her speech. It's called free speech. However, in your free speech, you also got to be careful what you say in that free speech, because you could be injuring other people verbally with your words. And I, Bakan Achi Guy Right, find certain part of Madam Famala's speech to be unacceptable. I beg to differ with her.
Please name those parts of the speech.
Not just one
that
part.
you
I
differ
mean,
with.
look, there's a couple. Not once, a couple.
Okay, okay. Please name all two.
The first, when she said, when the guy said, but did President Salif didn't force Liberian to vote for President Weah. They did it with their own free will. She said in return, well, sound-minded Liberians, if it were not for Madam Ellie putting her hands up or doing what she did, he wouldn't have been president. So what she has said in that speech that I find unacceptable and beg to differ with her, she is characterizing millions, even those who voted and those who did not vote, home and abroad, that they don't have the ability nor the I want to be careful, I'll choose more correctly, or the faculty to think straight and make their own decision. That is what that meant. And I think that was insulting. That was insulting to her fellow citizens. Who, what does she want to characterize it differently? Through their own willing mind, went and voted for President Weah. I don't have to prove, nor does she have to prove, that President Weah election was influenced by President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. No one had gone to court to prove that. So what she's saying is not proven. Secondly, she said President Weah, former President Weah, I'm sorry, does not, or is not entitled to pursuing other careers other than football. When she asked the guy rhetorically, will you allow Betty Pele to become president in Ghana? And the guy said he's not in politics. And she responded, yes. That's what we're saying. They should stay in their career, the field of career. They should remain with football. I find that unacceptable. I beg to differ with that too. I think every one of us should be allowed to pursue whatever career, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 career paths that we want to pursue. And we should not be boxed in. When the guy read her profile on the show, the guy called her, so she could give us so many titles: musician, songwriter, I think a playwright, something else he called her. So we said, no. Because the only time I met her family is that she's a musician. I didn't know she wrote her own song. I didn't even know that either. But she got into politics. We all did politics together. We all on the rescue train. So I know that. Should we say, no, she can't be there? She should not be there? No, that would be wrong. That would be wrong thing for me to say or for anybody to say about her. Just because she got behind the microphone and sung, it doesn't mean she can pursue other paths. On these 2 points, I disagree with Madam Miata Famule. However, I think she has the right to speak her mind as a free Liberian citizen. And I don't agree with some of the insults or with some of the profanity that have been thrown at her. I think people can choose, even though I think she was insulting as well, but they can do it in a way where some of them, don't have to go the way they went. I mean, some of the things they said about her is very colorful, and we can't say it on live radio. We can't say that anyway. You wouldn't say it in private either. So I disagree with that. But on the whole, I think she has the right to speak her mind. But she could have chosen some of her words differently. And she could have rephrased some of the things she said differently, being a statesperson. So that's my take on that. Mr. Nubo, let's get you.
Okay, no, let's go to Mr. Nippy first. I'll come back.
All right, Mr. Nippy, are you ready? Or you want me to keep going?
No. Nobody wants to.
Because I got plenty to say. I don't want to go to time. That's all. Mr. Nippy, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I read some of the comments, and I think I responded to one, which came from a fraternal brother of mine, and I felt that was too indecent. Females must be respected because of who they are. Like you regularly said, everyone has the right to speak. And I'm in agreement with your second point where you said they should remain with their football or something like that. Well, I'm a former footballer. I play for St. Patrick's. And but that does not bind me to playing football, even though I play for IE, I play for JED, I play for Barrow, and I play on the Liberian national team. But on the football field as a player and a goalkeeper. Notwithstanding, though, that I had to do those formation stages activities as a young and upcoming boy, the vision to navigate in other spheres were mine to elect, choose, or select. And I chose the right of being someone who would go into the academia to qualify myself. And so I did. Can I be president? Of course, yes. I can be president because I think I understand the dynamics of leadership, the contours of what it means to lead a country. I understand that. I've worked for government, and I know how to tread the paths of governance because I understand also the intricacies of what it means to be a leader. I've been a former Boy Scout commander, and I led people of Troop Number 1, St. Patrick Troop of the Roman Catholic Church in the Republic of Liberia. I served on the parish council as a chair of the Sacred Heart Cathedral near Monrovia, precisely between Broad and Ashman Streets. I serve in various capacities, so I have a leverage that lands me within the corridor of becoming a leader of our country. And I can speak very well to the issues of the day, and I have the mind, not depending on other people. I have a good mind where I can bring a good team on board to have certified what was not done in the case of His Excellency George Manning Weah. While it is true that I agree with others who said Mr. Weah should not have been president, if it was Providence designed for him to be, yes, he had become. My only quality is that he was not an African footballer of the year. That's it, because there's a criteria for being an African footballer of the year. European, perfect. World, excellent. But to have become an African footballer of the year, Liberia should have won the African football tournament. That is the criteria. With all the players I play with, from Guinea, Petit Sori, Usman, Tolo, Bangali, Sila, to the Aricos and Ghana, respectively. When you win the African football tournament from North, South, East, and West, the country highest scorer becomes Le Pelé of Brazil. He was the highest scorer in Brazil. And so when he got on the world stage and took Brazil to the World Cup, of course, it was common knowledge to say, well, in the Western hemisphere, the era of Brazil, South America, Pelé was the best player. And so he won the cup. But our president did not win the cup. It was because of Samuel Doe's ingenuity. Since he was given the accolades for becoming the Paris Saint-Germain and all those things, Europe best player, and then subsequently the world best player. His Excellency, our deceased president, Samuel K. Doe, used his influence to have crowned him Africa's best player. But the question is so profound and begs an answer. Did Liberia win the African Cup, CAF Cup that year, Confederation of African Football that year? The answer is no. So if Liberia didn't win, then how could he have been Africa Footballer of the Year? So there's a question mark there, and that question mark is in red. That Miata says he should not have been a president. Well, we all can see what happens. The representation of a people go far beyond the classroom. It goes far beyond the clubs that we represent. It goes far beyond the activities in which we find ourselves. When you are a representative of a nation, you must understand the dynamics of international relations and the politics are pertaining thereto. You must be able to understand the language of the international community and how they speak. So when you go to these conferences, as we have gone to these conferences, when I serve as Liberia political officer for 11 consecutive years, you must stand up. They must understand the points you make. You must articulate what must be articulated. You must have a balance of, in terms of logic, what you put forth. I think, therefore, there were some hiccups when it comes to the former president. But he became president, so I have no qualm with that. I think it was Providence's own way of opening our eyes, because Providence has a way when you decry someone, like in the case of the Israelis, and then God brings somebody so you can make a fairer and better judgment in the future. So when it comes to her statement, I say she has a right to make a statement, as I have, as our listeners have, whether they be wrong or right. It is what they elect, they choose, they select to say. And I beg to just stop right there.
Thank you, Mr. Nippet. Mr. George H. Nubo, are you ready, sir?
Oh yes, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm
Good to hear you,
here,
sir.
ready and sweating to get into the discussion. Mhm. I applaud Honorable Nippy for his brilliant comment, but I want to reserve my comment on you, Mr. Wright.
Let me put my camera on so you coming to
Uh,
me.
no, I said I want to reserve my comment now
Oh, you want to reserve your
and
comments?
go to the fact.
Okay. I thought you're coming for me, so I
I
want to
mean,
see you face to face.
oh yeah, that's why I open my face. I mean, there's
We
nowhere
are
you
we are we are Southeasterner and we are called GC Fanacon.
Jesus final
nowhere
call.
you can nowhere you can punch on my head, and no blood will come. So I want my people to see, my little brother coming and punching me and blood coming.
Is it
But
because
we
you're
are
from
ready.
Rocktown?
We are ready for it. I'm from a town called Bululu.
Oh, Bololu. Okay.
My mother's grandmother, my mother um my mother from Fishtown, my grandmother from Rocktown. So no, my great grandmother from Rocktown. So no, you have not fought anything anyway. So,
Coming for real?
but you, you can spread Farina in Grand and say that same. I say that same. But I'm surprised of your assessment of Miata's statement.
Okay.
We know how the 2017 election went, even though you people were on the other side of the aisle. So you people were blinded by the facts or by partisanship. You don't see what happened, but we all saw it. The salary or the road or the day groundbreaking for today. Eddie and we went there. Boaka was the vice president that was arranging for the funds, and she left Boaka in Monrovia and went there with Weah and Joe Howard Taylor. Weah as a presidential candidate and Joe Howard as the vice presidential candidate. But you didn't see that. Or maybe that time, you're the former and current seditions were not online. So you have to read these things here. And you talk about Miata being a musician, and then you say the person talk about her being a composer, no, and now she's in politics. Do you have the curious idea or the clues who Miata family is? Miata family grandfather, Nete
No,
C.
no, 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 no,
Brunel.
no.
No, no, no,
No,
no,
no, no,
no.
no, no, no.
No, 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 no,
Don't
I'm
bring back
telling
the family
you.
great
No, no, I'm
grandfather.
telling you.
They're
No,
talking
let
about
me be
Yati
the
herself.
referee. Let me be the referee right there. What Mr. Nuba is trying to do is to tell you, give you a historical context or
Nah.
an or background that
Yes,
Miata comes from a political line of family. That's what
perfecto,
he's trying to tell you. So it is
perfecto.
ingrained in her DNA. That's what
So
he's
God
trying to
said to
let you
you,
know.
I will go to D12 and talk about how he's a crewman and his
Oh,
relationship to a crewman. So
okay,
he
okay.
has the right to become
No, no,
president.
no,
Go
no,
ahead.
no. You can
Oh.
come back. D12, you mean Samuel 12?
No, no, no. I'm
Samuel
talking
12
about
is
the
a
real
group.
D12, the real 12.
Okay, the real 12. You can go there. If I D12 and Miata no grandfather, Natasha Branel, they were progressives. They fought for indigenous people. Natasha Branel was a lawyer. They fought against taking people to Fananipo. And today, people, the seditions calling her a Congo or American Liberian lady. All of us know about H. Henry Famula, the senior, what he went through. Even he was in jail, when the coup took place. Fought for what he was a progressive. And then CDC people, including Musa Belete, jumping up to criticize her. And you say, she's a musician, and how she, glide into politics. And that's why I'm telling you that the family, her mother's side and her father's side, been in politics.
But Musa Belete can't stand
And,
me. Musa
and before
Belete
we were
can't
born.
stand me.
Yes.
He can. I can go far beyond than Musa Belete, in spite of the fact that he is a current representative. Because I have done a comprehensive research on Mr.
Okay,
Musa Belete.
let Mr. Nuba land because I
Yeah,
gotta come back.
but the likes of Musa Belete should not be condemning Miata. The likes of Musa
Well, how is
Belete
he
should
doing?
not
You
be
gotta understand.
condemning.
You gotta understand how he's doing it. How is he doing it? He's doing it
Where
as
he's
a
doing,
political
he is
figure.
verifying. He cannot be a statesman and vilify, honor court, ridicule a female within the public domain. That is wrong.
No, 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 no.
Is
Let
that a man
understand
that
now.
wants to
Let
be president?
understand. I have Musa Ability. Well, Representative Musa Ability statement right before me. I told her I was going to go to after we deal with this one. But since you bring it up, now let's bring
No.
let come in with it.
We can't do it piecemeal. So that's the background I wanted to say. We cannot be here with partisan or t-shirts on our clothes, and from our statements our
You
statement
took a shot.
review
You took a shot.
the secrecy we are trying to hide underneath our shirt, our underwear. We used to call singlet. Our singlet that we are CDC, and then we hear say we are neutral people.
Okay.
And when we look on your singlet tank, that's a different different thing there. So what you have just narrated is partisan, is sadistic politics.
Oh my God, you just created
Like
another
that.
word here. Sadistic.
Yeah, oh, yes. Sadistic politics that you have demonstrated, just a few minutes ago. I thank you.
If you mind, since you are the host, you give me and Mr. Nuvo the leverage to speak on
Oh
this issue.
no, no,
Please.
no, 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 no,
Why
no.
you-
No, you're not going to do that to me today. No, no. We all going to have equal time because this issue is a burning issue, and we all the book out a year. Everyone will state our view.
Then I
Let me
pray
tell
your understand. Then I pray your understanding for me to just have at least one more minute.
Okay, have the one more
Go
minute.
ahead, go
I
ahead.
don't
Make
want to.
it, you can make
Perfect.
I
it
don't want
two.
to.
Thank you, Mr. Nuvo.
1 minute, sir. 1 minute. 1 minute.
No,
Because
no, we can go.
I gotta come in.
We are three. We
You
are
know,
three. We can
yeah,
go. He got 2 minutes, and that two against you now.
yesterday,
I love that.
and I want to go into your language of fair game.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, a 91-year-old lady was vilified by one of the president's, I think, ambassador at large or so for tourism, and
Yes, yes.
whose father had come from Nigeria, and in the religious domain was a popular a prophet, Onununga on Lane Street, opposite Professor Dr. Onike Musgrove's house. And that was when I was just a little baby at that time. But when we are speaking about ladies, I always bring that close to my professional conduct. I was trained to respect ladies, whether they are toddlers or whether they are 100 years old. And anyone who falls in my trap when it comes to denigrating females, I vehemently frown against that. They do that so much so that they go to the former president of Liberia and they vilify her. We are all born of a mother, and we are obligated. It is a responsibility, and it is a saintly thing to do to respect the females, all women, all, any, or a woman.
Okay.
So for somebody to talk about me after not knowing the historical background of the family, her mother, Mary Brown, Net,
I
the
will have
daughter
to come back to you, Mr. Nippet.
I come here, Mr. Nubo, give me 1 minute. Just give me the chance. Don't eviscerate my thought from my mind. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Next year, Brandon who live on Benson
Y'all
Street
want to make the conversation one sided this afternoon, and it shouldn't
at
be that way.
the corner of Warren.
And Mr. Nipper, you got 1 minute 30 seconds now.
Thank you so much.
Interrupt that throughout.
Yeah. At the corner of Warren and
Two against
Benson
one, but
Street,
you still don't want me to talk. That's not fair.
just opposite the office of our sling President William R. Talbot, was a legal luminary, Neticia Brownell, daughter. And to bring us to where we are today, Mrs. Mary Brownell family spearheaded the women wing. She was so vocal, and she was highly respected. Peace be to her saintly memory. and other gallant women fought for us to be where we are today, including Her Excellency Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who were remanded into custody many times. So we cannot, we should not, we must not denigrate or accept it as a new normal when someone or posters try to ridicule a female for saying what she has to say and what is factual. What she said is factual. He would not have been. It's just like on the strength of a prominent person recommending me to a company. The prominence of that person will engender the goodwill of those to whom I have been referred. And they will give me that job, and it will be left with me to prove myself worthy of that approbation. And if I perform weakly, they will fire me. And that's what happened to the former president. He was not. He could not. He did not know how to handle what was given to him on a silver platter. I would call that a golden platter because he won the golden football boots. What was given to him on a golden platter. But do I respect him? Yes, 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 I respect him. And I think I convey my compliments to he and the president. So that's it. Yeah, I'm making sure I have my compliment because I just want to kind of bring us today.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
So I want to start right there. She comes from a background of politicians, notable politicians.
Yes.
I stop right there.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. And I'm going to come down the same route you guys just took. I'm not going to deviate 1 minute, 1 inch.
Okay.
Y'all deviated from talking about who Madam Miata Famule is. Who is Miata Famule? And why did she say what she said? Y'all left that. Instead, y'all went to family tree. Y'all tried to educate her about the Fambules. So by the time y'all feeling the point, we don't even know who Miata Famule is anymore. We don't even know who she is. Now we know more about Nelson Brownell and who are his neighbors, what he did. We don't. That is not what we want to talk about. But since you want to go down that route in order to justify why she should pursue other avenue in different careers, but George Weah, former President George Weah can't, then you gotta go down a route. Let me remind you. I mean, you know this, but I got to remind you that President Weah comes from a very illustrious tree, a political dynasty. You know what it said in our parlance, right? In our society, in African society, we come from a communal setting. So we are brought up by what? The village, the town, the community. One person's child is everybody's child.
The village in Claratown.
Well, Claratown has so many other villages.
Let him finish. Let him finish. And I will come next. Let him finish. Let him talk. Because I know more about Weah than he does.
So this former president drank from the fountain of a former political luminary, D. Tue. He drank from that fountain. He grew up watching. He grew up listening.
You are summing up that story. It's a fallacy. I am from the lineage of
you have your time. You have your time. Let me land, please.
No, that's a fallacy. I can't be on this show.
We can
What
say
does the father
fact
say
check.
there?
We can say fact check while you talking.
What does the
Yeah,
father say
Please
there? No,
fact
hold
check.
on, hold on. What does
it's
the
not
father say?
true.
What does the father
It's
say? I
not
just said there.
true. He's not from the lineage of the D12.
He doesn't have to. I just
Oh, but
told
you
you.
say,
I
oh,
just told you. I said we are all brought up. Mr. Nepe, are you seeing that one didn't grow up in a communal setting? Is that what you want to say?
no. Don't buttress your statement by asking me a question that is cogent to the Liberian society.
Where,
We are
where
all
did
from a
where,
community. No.
where he
Don't do
answer?
that to me.
Where
You,
did we
you,
grow up? Where?
I stated that.
Town or Cloud Town?
I stated that we were brought up in the communal setting. Every one of us. The village raised every one of us. The town raised every one of us. The community raised every one of us. So
I don't deny that.
former President Weah had the opportunity, whether it was physical or it was in an afterlife of Mr. Twain, he drank from that fountain. We all drank from that fountain. We all did.
From
And then fast forward today. Now look at the luminary that Mr. Newman, you know about it. You share the same political party with him.
With
You
who?
do. Mr. Tuba now Tipote.
Okay.
He from that lineage as well. So you think George Weah did not learn something along that line? He didn't drink from that fountain? He didn't admire him coming up?
The man who told Tipote that all his life he been progressive and he didn't have a bicycle. Is that how you talk about your elder?
That's a whole new topic.
Thank you.
It's a whole new topic.
No. I mean, you are jumping from.
I am not jumping. I'm giving you. You talk about political lineage.
Okay.
I'm giving you political lineage of George Weah.
Okay. Anyway, you are spoken for about 3 minutes now.
I'm giving you political lineage of George Weah as well. You want to tell us about Mr. Brownell or Mrs. Brownell? I'm telling you about D12. Let me talk now, gentlemen. When y'all talking, I didn't say anything. You thought about Mrs. Brownell and Mr. Brownell. You told how he lived here and there, what he did and what have you. How he was an ambassador here and all the other good things. We understand that. And so his daughter, by all means, may have drunk from that fountain. She followed in his footsteps. I am not arguing that. I objected to it, but I said, no. Let's talk about it. That's okay. You even brought up the first fair game. That's fair game. We can talk about that. And I'm telling you, Mr. George Weah, having come from the cool background, learn from this cool luminaries, the D12, the Tuba Tipote. He learned from them.
No.
He drank from the fountain. He saw what they did. And so he was influenced. How is that not a fair argument? You go ahead. I feel my own.
Mr. Nipper, you want to come first?
Mr. Nipper, go for it, or you want me to come in?
Go ahead, come in.
Let me bring you a historical fact about George Mane.
No, it can't be about George Weah. Let's keep it. You chose your side.
That was you ended.
No, you chose your side. You chose Weah to me.
Is not who we're talking about. Toba Nantipo is not who we're talking about. We are talking about George Weah and Mr. Nipper. You have the flow.
But you just talking about Brownell. We're not talking about Brownell. We're talking about Madame Family. You brought in Brownell. I said, no. You got to talk about Brownell.
Because Miata is a subset of the whole.
But so too is George Weah. How can you say not?
He is not.
We have no connection with Detroit.
There is not. How come they give you the historical background? I'm going to give you the historical background.
No. Talk about Miata Family. Leave George Weah with me.
Oh, well, then how will I balance it?
You don't even know we are background.
You have a plan.
You chose your side. You say you want to talk about family and her family. I agree. You're talking about. I want to talk about George Weah and his background. How he came into politics. Why he came into politics. You're saying.
No, but okay. Now let's go. What is the subject here? The subject is about Miata as it ties in her statement relative to George Weah being brought on the scene by Her Excellency, our President, our distinguished first African President, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. That's the subject. We cannot define the subject any other more than what are you discussing? What is being discussed by us? It's
You know
about
what? Hey, y'all want to talk about Joe Weah? They'll talk about Joe Weah. But I thought we had a chosen side. Y'all have Famule. I have Mr. Weah. But you don't talk about Mr. Weah?
No. The discussion must be a whole discussion.
Okay, let's go ahead.
The whole discussion is predicated on what Miss Family said.
Y'all keep moving the goalpost.
No, we will not have. No, we will not have had this conversation if Miata did not say anything about George Weah. Do you agree? Do you agree? We will not have had a conversation or the discussion if Miata did not, Miss Famula did not talk about George Weah. Do you agree?
You got the time, Mr. Nippy. Go ahead.
No, do you agree? We will not be discussing this issue had Mrs. Famula not talk about President George Weah. Do you agree, sir?
In a derogatory way.
Do you agree, sir?
Yes.
Whether it is
derogatory, I agree. But we're talking about it in context, if that's what you're asking me.
So therefore, it is the subject.
Okay, but what do you want me to say?
No, I mean that's the topic.
Yes,
in other words.
It is. Absolutely. So, absolutely.
Now, hear me out and hear me out very well. The topic being discussed or under discussion, as it relates to His Excellency George Manuel Weah.
All right, Mr. Nippy, 1 second. Mr. Nubo, you're coming or come back because it's almost 2 to 7. 7, you gotta go to the line, get some calls, and we'll come back and continue. But go ahead, Mr. Nippy.
As it relates to our former president, His Excellency George Manuel Weah. George Manuel Weah has 2 lineages. Lineage number 1 is T. Weah.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
that his father I'm talking about. That his father I'm talking about.
No, the community. I went for the community.
Oh. But we all grew up in community.
Interrupting the man.
Yeah.
You had your say and you aspire. We are with Honorable Nippy now. Your time passed. Thank you.
This man's who parents are from the Nana Cruiser met a Bassa lady. And in that relationship, a boy was born. And that boy was named Mane Weah. He has a lineage to the Doe family. Gabriel Doe, Michael Doe, and all of those people. With me, I have a relationship with Mr. Weah as it relates to his grandmother. She baku gira, get out of there. She baku gira, get out of there from Sastan. My grandmother, my deceased grandmother, and George Manuel Weah grandmother are 2 first cousins, or were 2 first cousins. And George Manuel Weah grandmother lived, if you know Renault Garage, there's a pathway there. You go almost at the back of Renault Garage and you turn left. There was a same building there where George Weah grew up. George Weah and I were to be sent to Sasstown. But my grandmother refused that we should go to Sasstown. Briefly, George went to Sasstown and George returned. So when you talk about the Doe family, you will be correct. When we talk about the D12 family? No. Why? Because I know the D12 family very well. I knew the D12 family very well. Mrs. Patterson was the daughter of D12. She was married to Marcus Patterson. I know the D12 family very, very, very well. So when you come to the D12, giving a history and annexing Mr. Weah to them, that is not correct. If you come to Georgia and Tipote, I don't know that, but Tipote father is from, I think it was a Wita man, from Pingnesses.
Yes.
From Pingnesses. So I don't know how you draw that line. That line is so cricket that it goes to Tipote. For a political expediency, Tipote said, this man that my relative, that my nephew. But he was very condescending to Dr. Tipote. And he told him for more than 45 years, you've been running the thing, you even got a tricycle. So when it comes to His Excellency George Manawia, we don't want to vilify him or denigrate him because he's been a president and we have to respect all the presidents of Liberia. Truth be said, he is not connected to D12. He's not connected. He's not connected to that line to D12.
Thank you.
So let's come back. We'll pick on our same topic, and then
he's connected to me.
Okay.
I'm saying the truth. If you ask him any day, he will tell you, I'm his uncle. Ask him any day.
No, I trust you. You say it all the time, so I trust what you say. I trust you.
I'm giving you factual story.
That's good. It even proved my point that he has a political chip.
He has no uncle that nephew now. And he has no uncle that nephew.
All right, Alex, take out to the line, please.
I will not call the ambassador's name, but he was present before his ascendancy to the presidency. And while he was in that office, I was due to go to a meeting at the State Department. And when I got in there, because I had to take some little pieces of advice from the ambassador so that I can solidify the points that I had to raise with the U.S. government. So on entering the place, he was there. So I said, oh, well, let me go and come back. Then he said, no, come back, uncle. And he introduced me to an ambassador whose name I will not mention. He said, this is my uncle. He said, the rest of that is history. He said, this is my uncle. Oh, ambassador, this is my uncle.
Okay.
You're asking anytime. So I have a lineage to Mr. George Weah, and I was happy he became president, but the way he got there.
We are all Joe. We are cousins and nephews.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, take out to the line. We'll come back. We'll come up pick up the topic. This is a hot topic. We'll come back and pick it up. We kind of veer from the topic. That's why, you know. Anyway, it's good.
Alex, go on the line or let's hear what people have to say. Oh, we are not hearing you.
Okay. No, I'm asking whether in slow motion or in steam mode. You see your camera? All right, so folks, we will now go to the phone line here from me this evening. You listen to the panel discussing the wide arena issues. For those of you just joining, I'd like to say welcome to the radio service of Teach Our People Communications Incorporated, top 105.3, coming to you live and direct from Zwedru City, Grand Gillette County, Republic of Liberia. With no time to waste, we want to land and pick up this person. Good evening.
Yeah, Mr. Olu. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Chief. How you doing?
Thank you. Again, I say good evening to our professors, and welcome in class. For those who are not just entering class.
Mhm.
For me, I will look at the statement that has been made by one of our prominent daughters of our land, Madam Yatta family, to be a statement of denigration to the citizen rate of Liberia. Why do I say so? We are not discussing the person in question, former President Weah. Even if I, Birikatu, choose to not respect Mr. George Weah, but I should be able to respect the higher seat of the land, no matter how we terms it. He remained that named former president or president everywhere in the world, wherever he went.
Mhm.
That recognition will always be there. And so if you're coming to discuss him, blinking away the highest seat of the land occupation, in my mind, you are denigrating the highest seat of the land to the world. In my mind, it means we Liberians that stood under the sun and rain to elect this man called George Weah to the highest seat of the land, we are novices. In other words, that's how you're referring to us. I don't think that's supposed to have been the right way to proceed. Politics should be played in a constructive way that people will admire you as well. People will say, yes, politician has spoken. People will say, yes, somebody has spoken to be called a role model. But there's a saying that says, do unto others as you expect it to be done unto you. Always learn how to respect leaders, as you also expecting respect from your subordinate. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for being part of the platform. 0776-105-105 881-143504. Let's hear this evening. 776-105-105 881-143504 are the numbers of poetry we're going to lead live on the platform here this evening. 776-105-105 881-143504. We take our attention to people here. Keep your calls coming here this evening. Let's hear from you. 776-105-105 881-143504 are the numbers of poetry going to be part of the platform here.
If you're not correct, we go talk and so. From 9 o'clock to 12 midnight.
Let's go on the land here. Pick up Mr. Sagon down. Good evening, Chief.
How do you do, Chief?
Okay, we're already.
This Fred Mercy, come see, come sir. For me, yeah, mine has to do with the drugs issue.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we as a nation when it comes to the drugs issue? Where are we? Time slipping away from us. We that are called Liberians, if we don't take care and forget about, and they say political party or what, and look at Liberia as a nation and try to play game with the future of this country, we are doomed. We stay talking funny things when you listen to radio. You are just that kind of confused. Where are we, Liberians? Professional people, where are we? Religious people, where are we? Civil society people, where are we? Time slipping away. When people say they will soon be declared a national state. People say far from no or just empire people. It's too dangerous. Some people say that 8 tons the same year, only 3 they cost. Where the rest of the drugs? Who keeping them? How they got in this country? And the same security people that escorted the drugs, they are the same one we consider to be people to depend on to investigate. Where are we? Thank you.
Thank you so much for being part of the platform. Folks, keep your calls coming in on 0776 105 105 881 143504. You listen to the panelists here this evening discussing wild issues. Let's hear from you now. Let's go on the line and pick up this person. Good evening. You're near. Where do you join us from? Your line is too bad. I don't know you're already. Yeah, so just work on your line. Call back on the show. Zero 0776 105 105 881 143504. The number support you through. We'll go back on the line and pick up this person. Good evening.
Good evening.
You're near. Where do you join us from?
Yeah, again, I'm William Colley. I'm calling from the FBA community.
William, welcome to the platform.
Yes, I started the show. I started listening to the show until I'm ending it little by little.
Okay.
You know, what I want to call it be to the show here is Liberians. We should learn how to be patriotism and take nationalistic very serious in our life. Because most often we discuss party than even the country. And sometimes when people are seeing some lapses that went in other government and the partisan of that particular party is trying to back it. And backing it can help Liberians.
Sure.
So when the right thing is happening, let us continue to take that right thing into consideration. I'm simply trying to say that in Liberia presently, the two parties that in Liberia that people that have more popularity is CDC and UP. But the CDC were in power for 6 years, and we saw what they did. We are now delegating them that they never did nothing good for Liberia, but this time around is UP time and be headed by Joseph Barker. Now, a lot of things that they never did, this government is doing it, but still, they still want to condemn this government. Liberia, we should stop this. Let us put Liberia first, the party. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being part of the platform. Folks, keep your calls coming on 0776 105 105. We got 6 more minutes to pick our calls here. 6 more minutes, we'll pick our calls, and then we'll go back to the panelists for caller analysis. So let's hear you 0776 105 105 881 143504. The number support you through here this evening. Let's hear from you. 6 minutes. From now on, we will hold it there with the call section. Go back to the panelists and have them on. Mr. Segona, welcome back.
Yeah. I always tell people this. If the country does not have a national agenda, we will always be talking. This government has done this. They want to do this. I always make my comparison on China. China was just a tier 1 nation, like any other tier 1 nation. But when the situation got serious, they put an agenda, 100-year agenda, and they broke it down to pieces. These pieces are the ones you get in office, that's why you will carry. You don't have your own Probo agenda, rest mission, vision this, that. This is one of the reasons why you have too much criticism when somebody comes to power. Because we lack of national agenda. That when you go, this is what you do. This is where you live, and this where all the whole country is heading to. But we have a government that when political party come to power, you get your own piece of program to put in place. And sometimes the piece of program cannot even solve the problem of the country. But because you are in power, people are so scared to talk, so you will be there after some time, then they will begin to cry, whoop. And whereas we lack agenda. So those are some of the reasons why we are where we are. Somebody can, he get their program, he put it down, then people start clapping. But in their own subconscious mind, they know that things that went on not right. Look at what's going on in this country today. I not say development not taking place, but they want government get more than 20 spokespersons. They person get a toy. They person get a toy. Some people make very, very sarcastic remarks against other people. Do you expect people to join you? What you expect? Me, I thought after election, all opposition people supposed to be called together. You wanted to be president. You wanted to be president. I'm here today. What is your plan? Around one another to force our hair. But you can say, they are government. We don't want the other person inside. They are government. The person not supposed to do this. Where are we heading to? Are we not the same Liberian that put a member of the same country? Now, people, let's sit down and do sober reflection to know where we're heading to and where we're coming from. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Segonda, for being part of it. So we screen in one more person, and then we go back to the panelists here on the show. We have 2 minutes up to 11:20. At 11:20, we'll hold it there, then go back to the panelists here on the show. So let's hear from you, 0776 105 105 881 1435 are the numbers support you through. 776 105 105 881 1435 you're going to be the last and lucky caller here on the show tonight. Let's hear you, 776 105 105. Let's pick up this person as our last and lucky caller. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Chief. Your name, what do you know from?
I'm Omar Justin Kettle calling from Tudorville.
Welcome to the platform.
Yeah. My concern has to do with the Independence Day.
Why?
Yeah. After the Independence Day this year, in my own view, my own view, I think it was very encouraging when it comes to the pastor belt. Yeah. But what I saw and what I heard, it really encouraged me. But the next my next thing has to do with when it comes to taking care of the well-being of the people. Yeah. Independence Day should not be only for one country. Let it spread up. That 13 countries in this country, that everybody looking up to government. And government cannot focus only on one country. Yeah. Government cannot focus only on one country.
Mm-hmm.
The focus should be on all countries. Yeah. See our university today. We're struggling. We're looking for partners around. Which of course get government. that's supposed to take care of our university today. There are many courses in our university in Frederick here that people are not taking because we're not getting instructor for that courses. So we are apologizing. We are apologizing to the central government. We're begging the central government that they see how best they can do for us, at least for God's sake. Now all our children were able to go Morovia to go take courses in Morovia. So that's my tip this evening. So I beg the professors that they help us. Let's put our voices together, so we can talk to central government, so they can help us so that some courses, not some, but yeah, can be opened at the university here. So our children will not be going way in Morovia to take courses that we don't have here. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being part of the platform.
Alex, that call over. Alex, bring it home. We got less than 40 minutes to go. All right. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. Thanks to all the callers. Gentlemen, we got about 38 minutes to go, and I want to talk about the 2 missing people before we leave the show. So let's do a quick caller response. Mr. Nubo, I see you on mute. You want to come in?
Well,
caller respond.
I can come in. Captain Doe, no frown on the statement from Madam Family, said we're denigrating to the people of Liberia. And say Gondas say no, just no national program. Talking with talking with open door policy, we follow it. Talking with mattress, we follow it, and so forth. We are came with Propo, we follow it, and yeah, boy, with arrest agenda. And he said, I don't know, we don't have, unlike Chinese, we do not have a long-term program or long-term or strategic plan. And whoever come to, after every 6 years, whoever come to power, when you say, we all should pray for the economy, that's what we will do. So, I thought that was a great national point. And Cato talked about Independence Day, this year was encouraging, and yes, last year was encouraging, and this year was encouraging. But what do we get out of it? So they made good points, and I don't want to talk long because we have a hectic day ahead of us. So that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nubo. Mr. Nippet?
Thank you so much. And let me say hats off for the five persons who past listened and who spoke. It's a point of denigrating His Excellency George Weah by Miss Famula. And The captain finds out that, and the captain is justified to say that it is below that. That when one president is denigrated, it means that the country is, because wherever that president goes, they are seen or they are welcome as former president of the Republic of Liberia. And that makes tremendous sense. Honorable Gonda says Gonda speaks about his issue was central on two things: the drugs, and he asked a poignant question: where are we as time slips from us? Where are we when people are talking politics and they are not talking about it? And he asked the religious leaders and everyone, where are we? Such that the very people who caught the cocaine are the ones investigating. So where are we? Mr. Colley point was central to being patriotic and nationalism. He believes in nationalism, and he pointed out what CDC did and what the UP is doing. On Rwanda came back again, and as he said about 2 days ago, China was something like a third world country, and and I will annex to that Japan. But they had a national agenda of each, ranging from 0 year to 100 years. And Mr. Gonda is of the view that when we say, well, John comes in and he brings his own coloring politics, Martha comes in and she brings other politics, and all of those things would not elevate the development of our country. And I think as I share that opinion, it's so profound to the extent that everybody cannot be coming with a different color of dressing. It should be one Liberia, one interest for the nation development. And this is the thrust of the American philosophy. The American philosophy about their development is that they see about America and they have that policy. So whether you are from the Democratic Party or the Republican Party, they have one goal. That goal is to make America to stand up amongst all the countries of the world as the most powerful. That is the goal, that America remains the most powerful country. And Ronald Reagan put it in a better context and said, the shining city on a hill. And what Mr. Gonda said is that Liberia can be a pristine country, a paradise of Africa, if every person who succeeds the other look back into the agenda book and say, all right, let's stop at this point. I'm going to inculcate what I have with this and make sure that we can move the country forward. And to bring other things. Majestic Carter, he feels justified to say that all the Grand students cannot be running to Monrovia, which makes a valid point. Grand has a university, so he's appealing to the central government to harmonize its courses, that some of the courses can be taught in Grand so that the students cannot be running back and forth, which is substantive to the point that they will be susceptible to accidents. You got to go to Monrovia to do history. Then you got to come back to Grand to do pottery. Then you got to go the next week to Liberia to do mathematics. All he is saying is that transfer from these courses from the University of Liberia, let them be taught here, and that will do away with this traveling between Grand and Liberia, Monrovia. And I think all of them made very, very invaluable points. And They are talking about the nation well-being, and I want to commend them.
Thank you, Mr. Nippet. I mean, I don't know where I fit in here. I think you guys really nailed it, and I'm just going to buttress one or 2 points. The issue of the university. I think the Universal Library should think about decentralizing, their curriculum, and where to teach certain subjects. I think that would be great for the nation. Um, it would serve, you know, because you could tap into a lot of talents outside of Monrovia. There are certain people that don't have the means to travel to Monrovia to attend, the nation's highest institution. So decentralize the school, and take engineering somewhere, take agriculture somewhere, take biology, whatever, take it, but open it up. I definitely agree with the brother. And Willikatu on, I could not agree with Willikatu more. I really cannot. And now that he said it, it even brought something to mind. Let remember that Madam Famula was speaking to a Ghanaian journalist, and that is going to be viewed by his audience. I don't know how large it is, but however large it is, they are going to see it. And like he said, whether we like it or not, a former president represents the nation. He or she does. They're going to say that's a Liberian president there, former president or current president. And if we don't speak highly of them, nobody else will. So yeah, on the 2 notes, I absolutely agree, and I want to end there. Thanks to all the callers for calling in, and we appreciate your call. Thanks for being part of the show. We want to move down to our very, very last topic of the night, which is the missing 2 gentlemen in Granger County. Earlier on, we heard from Billy Katu when he called on the show. He said tomorrow is going to be almost like a D-Day, right? Tomorrow is the day that is supposed to go or either deploy the resources to go and search for these people. That's what I heard Belekato say. Belekato, if you're still following the show, if you think this wrong, either type in the comment section, let me know, and I'll correct myself. But I think that's what I heard you said. Now, I also, through conversation, heard that people have been sent down there in where the people went missing. Can't come to mind right now. But yes. Chanzoni. There you go. Chanzoni. People have been sent there to go talk to I think, do a search in the town, or to go talk to the town leadership, what have you. I also want to add a little bit of information here. I spoke to, I'm not going to call the title name, but the title of the person. But I spoke to, I spoke to one of the local leadership person, somebody from the local leadership there, and it told me what is very baffling, and you guys will find it very appalling as well, that the town chief for Chenzoni, where the people went missing, comes to Zwedru and go to bars and get drunk. Yes, that's the news I was given. And I believe this news because the person who gave me the information is very high up in the local government. Said the town chief, who is supposed to be worried that people have come to a town and they have gotten missing there, and the entire county is worried about finding these people. No, he's not worried about it. He's coming to town. He's coming to the city and getting drunk, having fun, like nothing happened. like nothing happened. And I found that very, very appalling. You are the head of the town. Somebody went missing in your town. Everybody is worried about the people. And come to think about it, this person has never even come and provide any information. None whatsoever. I don't know whether the time she is young or he's old, but whatever the case, you could speak the local dialect and provide information. You could speak English if you could speak English and provide information. But this person is not doing that. They are not. In fact, they're having fun like nothing has happened. That everything is cool. And that is unacceptable. But here's my question to you guys. And maybe we can talk about it, or you got something to add to, we can add to that. Tomorrow is the D-Day. The protest did not happen because the protesters and the families, because there are two, they were promised that come this time, they will see something happening. They will see something happening. And that time is tomorrow. What happens tomorrow if we don't see anything moving? Or the resources or the action of the local government and the the elected officials are not comparable to what is supposed to be done to bring these people home. What should happen then? Mr. Nubo. Mr. Nubo, are you with us?
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I think we have to wait for tomorrow. I am not against protests, but the county officials came and made promises. If they do not produce tomorrow, I hope Mr. Bozo Williams and Captain Joe will be here tomorrow to address us.
Right.
If there is nothing tangible that comes from tomorrow meeting, I feel that the protest should go ahead. And the protest must be expanded too. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nubo. Mr. Nippet?
Thank you so much. Protest. Well, protest is an international, it has been internationalized. Even in the United States of America, people do protests. Remember the George Floyd case, who died at the hands of I cannot breathe, I cannot breathe, I cannot breathe, when the police officer went on his neck. And simultaneously throughout the United States, there were protests all around, which culminated to the officer being incarcerated, and as we speak, he is still behind bars, while the deceased, I don't know whether they continue to remember him, because somewhere on 16th Street, they had something marked on the road which has been cleared off. The question of a human life for me is so big an issue. Why? Because God created us, and in the fifth commandment, He said, "Thou shalt not kill." He didn't say that when you are aggrieved, annoyed. The temperamental tendency of an individual should lead to murdering another person. Or in the discharge of your duty as a soldier or a policeman, you can just use your weapon on a peaceful citizen and just lay him down without him breathing anymore. So, on the heels of all what has been discussed, um, Captain Doe briefed us on yesterday, I think, and he mentioned the date, the 28th of July, when the caucus or Sokan would be, Senator Sokan would be returning. And he told us that they were going to muster the needful logistics to go into those areas and see where the two men were taken. And I hope today being the 28th, that has commenced. One of the points he raised again was that they were told by the caucus to put your petition into cons. And the former Minister of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Senator Thomas Yaya Nimlem, rather, backed them and said, your petition will be brought. Once put into cons, we will raise it on the floor. And the third point had to do with, yes, they met the family. And at the police station, this family stayed there for a long time. And they were calling later on. And these assurances were given. So, contingent on those points, therefore, I cannot say that they should not hold the protest. What do I say? In contemplating to holding a protest, you have to look at all of the variables that are connected to the protest so that you cannot lose people. Of course.
But Mr. Nippe, if I may just interject on that.
But when are you taking when you do that, when you do that, Mr. Wright, all due respect to you, the trend of my thought.
This one's going to be very quick. Very quick.
You see?
Very quick. So then we do all of this. Then we take all of it into consideration, and that's what we averted the first protest.
No. It's that if you listen, if you had something written down, he said there were 18 persons that when I met with these people.
Yeah.
And he said that they are fully committed to holding the protest. He said that I mean, I'm speaking. We are fully committed, is what the captain said. In other words, they have not canceled all the protests. They are fully committed to holding the protest. So I'm not dissuading them from holding the protest. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that why it is good for them to hold the protest, because protest, what does protest do? Protest is just an awareness to speak to a certain issue or issues that are of burning interest to the citizen. But while we now a baby cry. So they are presenting themselves as aware that they are babies crying in pain. So that some attention can be given by the father and the mother. Who is the father in this case? The president of the Republic of Liberia and the entire government. So at least they can listen with empathy. They can listen with empathy, sincere empathy. That two persons, I heard about 6 the other day. I said that again. I said the number has increased to 6, but they keep bringing the number down to 2. So if it be that as it is, that they are talking about 2 persons, I am in agreement.
2 persons in this year.
But but why they can't make it a wholesome thing? Because it's a cumulative figure.
I know. I agree with you. Because if we say 2, it doesn't bring other people back.
But they should beat the drum enough, divulge of any violence, divulge of any injuries to any citizen in Grand Gila County, divulge of the local government using strong arm to put the protesters in jail so as to dilute why they are there instead of listening. I will support the protest. If all of the facets associated with why they want to go and they look beyond the protest to see where risks are involved, analyze what their conduct will be, and know who will be part of the protest. Let it be peaceful. So that anybody lay a hand on one person, especially the captain, because they will say he's a former military person, he should have known better. No, this is not known better business. This is about the life of, it could be the life of any of the senator's children or the representative's children. It could be the life of the superintendent's son or daughter. It could be the life of the deputy superintendent. So they should take this thing very, very, very seriously and see how they can solve it. So I'm not opposed to protest, but all of the conditions pertaining to the protest should be studied very well so that you cannot lose another person or two cannot be injured, nobody goes to jail, they can demonstrate and make their awareness about our 2 missing or 6 missing brothers. And I want to stop right there.
Okay. All right. Now I agree. No, I agree. One point I want to pick up on what you said. I agree with you. I think maybe we should change the way we talk about the missing people and to be inclusive. There were people that were missing a couple of years. I mean, I think it's a few years ago. Motorcyclist and Alfred Donor. So we put all these people together. Like you said, we aggregate the number. And then we put it out there because that's what it is. Because if we leave them out of the equation, it doesn't bring them back. Right? Because there's still deep, wounds down with the families. There's no closure with the families. So we got to continue to be in solidarity with them too, as we talk about these 2 missing people. So I think it is only fair going forward that when we talk about missing people, we talk about all of the missing people, so that we don't be treating one family, above the other. But I want to also bring this in because I posted something in the chat room today. And it had to do with the President Boycott. He talked about the 3 missing boys. And I was strolling and I saw the video. I said, let me play it. And I heard, I said, oh, wow, okay. This is like a luck for me. So I said to myself, President Boycott, in his early days when he took over, he said, we are not going to let go the issue of the 3 missing boys. And I'm sure he is still of that belief. So my point was, how do we connect this? How do we connect the fight that we are fighting here in the Southeast and Grand Gila in particular about finding the 2? I'm sorry, see, I'm going back. Tuesday used to be the 8 missing people. Whether where are they and where are the remains of those that are alive? How can we either recover or how can we find them? How can we connect the president's desire to what we are doing? And maybe I thought so. We need to make the local government aware of what is going on. Because the president is not in favor of anybody going missing. He's not, especially young people. He has made it clear from the beginning of his administration, he's going to find these 3 people that got missing. He wants to find them. So we need to be able to stay on that path. And the local government and the authority in the county needs to take that take the president seriously and make sure that even that if when they don't have the resources they need, they can take the argument back and say, look, yes, the president saying he cannot, he will find these 3 missing boys. We have 8 missing people that we want to find. And Mr. Attorney General or Mr. Minister of Justice, Oswald Twitter, you got to take the president seriously. We need resources to go find these missing people out there. Because if the president gets to hear this may not be a good news for you or for anybody who we have come to give us resources. And the military, we need you to come and help us to find these people. The president said he will not allow anybody to go missing in the country. So I think if the argument is made from the position of the local government to the national government, they will get the resources they need. They will get the resources they need. So my question, again, I want to come out with a question, or even I have the comment again, share the comment. What should we expect tomorrow? Tomorrow comes, what should we expect? Should we be hearing them saying, okay, we send, a battalion of police, army people there in the town? Is that what we should be hearing, Mr. Nubo? Or that we've been in the town since we spoke?
Well,
and the people
tomorrow, tomorrow I do not expect any good news. Good news meaning, we know where the children are. But what I expect is the same tautology. Oh, we send people in the bush and they say that people crossed to the Ivory Coast and they didn't have record of them crossing back and so forth. That's what I expect tomorrow. So tomorrow, I feel that tomorrow is the day to put a stamp on a protest or demonstration. Yeah, that's what I feel. I don't see anything coming up that is positive because it's not in the DNA of the administrators of Grand Gator. We are talking about 6, 7 people now, and none of them have been found. None of them. Even including an officer. Up to now, they have not found anybody. So I'm not positive about it.
Oh, there's an officer included in
the same people. They did that not to disrupt the Independence Day, and the Yellow Machine or day. That's why it was done. But they are not going after tomorrow. They all going to go back to Monrovia. And I saw Penn talking about this, talking about that, attacking, even George Weah, how you call him, Nangbe, Eugene Nangbe, but not in a single post when I heard him talking about the missing children. This one of the senators from Grand Gator County. So I feel that they are not serious. We're finding these guys. Yeah. So that's me though. That's my position.
Okay.
So
All right.
you can go around the table.
Yeah. We do have 4 minutes left to tea time. Mr. Nippet, let's have you take 3 minutes, and then we'll close in the last minute we have.
What a pleasure. Thank you so much. I want to start with the deceased, allegedly deceased missing person, Alfred Donald. I was not on this set when Alfred Donald uh, passed, but Mavic on the 24th of July spoke about what is funny things are happening. And they did the same thing to Alfred Donald. We need the living body of these boys. This thing must stop. Those are the what my big say of the Webo quarter in Grand Gita County. Like for me, if I were the superintendent, I'll ask myself, what if my daughter on the way to school got missing and today we cannot find my daughter? The development superintendent, deputy superintendent, what if my son or the city mayor, what if my cousin had gotten missing? What would we do? I come to that point because according to Captain Doe, the caucus members are collectively saying that they will do everything possible to establish the whereabouts or bring some issue to the people of Grand Gita County. It was contingent on those promises that they decided to put the brakes on their demonstration. The president has been playing, and he said that the three missing balls issue will not be laid to rest. And then he added a compliment to that about the $16 billion. And if you add 3 to 8, including Mr. Donor, you're talking about 11 persons that have been missing between Monrovia and Zulu Whiskey. So I think the president, I think is based on that, the senator, the senior senator, Thomas Yaya Nimna said, put your information in points, and then we will take it to the national government. Because I think they want to elevate this issue to a point where the government becomes decisive or look for the meaningful logistics or what can be done to rein in on how to continue these kind of practices. Because after 1, it went to 2. After 2, it went to 3. Now 3 now come to 8. Do we know what is happening in Buchanan, where the celebration was convened on 26th day? Do we know what happened in Apake Palmas? Do we know what happened in Sano? Or could it be the same thing all around the 15 counties that is happening? And why, if that is the case, why must it be this way? I thought people went to school to learn. And after you have learned, you look to Providence for the appropriate grace to come such that elevates you to a noble position, and not to use human lives in the form of African science or African what have you,
Okay.
to stalemate actions that should be taken against you or to elevate you. I don't think that's the way to go. So the issue is so heartbreaking, and to hear that the chief, I don't know whether he's a town chief, clan chief, paramount chief of Chen zoning, to have come to the capital city of Grand Gita County and got booze beyond repair. while people are in his district, that is something uncalled for. So I think the government of the Republic of Liberia is serious, not only about the three missing boys, but if they were to use the other cases and
Okay.
bring them to book, then they will, then we will be doing something better.
Sure. Sure. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Nippet. Thank you, Mr. Newbold. Thank you, Mr. Alex Wulu, for being in studio. And thanks to all of our callers and listeners and followers on all of our platforms. We thank you for being part of the show today. We look forward for you to be with us again tomorrow, same place, same time, and same location. Thank you for what you do for your country, and we'll see you back here once again. Good night to everybody. Have a great night, sir.
Good night to my people in Grand Gita and the Republic of Liberia and Oxa in the diaspora. Gentlemen, good night.
Good night.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Same to you. Alex, I'm going to close, okay? So we can you your own.
TOP FM